Greetings, there are rumors that Microsoft are in the final stages of buying Obsidian Entertainment. Let me remind, Obsidian took to crowdfunding Pillars of Eternity games after having bad luck with the publishers, who were convinced that old-school RPGs are dead. As we know, that is a bit of a stretch, as number of recent projects, many of them kickstarted, have proven. So, Microsoft buying Obsidian may mean they are up to developing a massive old-school RPG. As we know, Microsoft acquired a number of independently thinking studios recently, including Ninja Theory, Undead Labs, Playground Games, and Compulsion Games. Besides that, Microsoft is developing its own new studio, The Initiative. All of this signals that Microsoft is tired of staying behind Sony and its PlayStation in terms of exclusivity. Sony PlayStation has loads of exclusive game titles, which clearly one cannot play if he does not own PlayStation. So looks like Microsoft is going to bet on exclusivity of its titles in the future as well. A great decision is PC and Xbox compatibility as well, must give them a credit for that. Hopefully, these studios Microsoft is acquiring are gonna continue developing interesting games. From Microsoft to Sony, it was year 2018 and Sony has finally announced it will be testing a new feature that allows you to change your PlayStation Network name. As of now, the feature will only be available to PlayStation users that have registered as testers for previous PS4 system software betas. For those that do get access, you'll be able to do your first change for free. Changes after that will cost $10 US. For PlayStation Plus members, it will cost $5 after the first change. Well, PlayStation owners do have all those exclusive games, so there just had to be something fishy, right? Oh, by the way, new feature won't be compatible with all games. It will be compatible with PS4 games released after April 1st, 2018, and the majority of the most played PS4 games released before this date. Sony. And back to Microsoft, Giant has announced its own approach to streaming video games, Project Xcloud. The project aims to bring console-quality game on as many devices as possible, and it will be rolling out public trials starting in 2019. Right now, Project Xcloud is being tested on mobile phones and tablets and allows you to connect to an Xbox wireless controller through Bluetooth. If you don't have an Xbox One controller, touch controls are also available. Latency is always a big concern as internet infrastructure is highly variable around the world. I got video on this channel where I reviewed Nvidia Shield device, as I was a not so proud owner of that device at the time. And believe me, latency was a killer reason to break up that relationship. So Microsoft research team are working to solve these issues. Just to remind you, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is being available via a cloud version on Nintendo Switch. Google has its Project Stream, company's first attempt at streaming video games over the internet using the Chrome browser. Once again, streaming service was tested using Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It was part of the promo campaign, I assume. Sony's PlayStation Now has offered streaming games for quite a while, but recently began offering the option of downloading instead. Besides that, Kenichiro Yoshida, the president of Sony, was recently quoted by Financial Times as saying, "At this point, what I can say is it's necessary to have the next generation hardware. Thus, we can assume PS5 is definitely in development." And a little bit more on Microsoft. Company is currently planning two different pieces of hardware, one of which will be a traditional console similar to the Xbox brand. The second device is said to be a streaming box that will run part of needed game-related calculations on its hardware, and the most part is going to be streamed. Thus, there are actual ideas of how to decrease latency. Stream on! Let the new race begin. And it's all for today. Thank you for watching. See ya!